This video is going to show you how to add, edit, or delete student growth assessments. Now first you'll have to have created your content areas over on the settings tab. So you'll have to be all set up with your content areas, which you can create any number and name them whatever you'd like. They're just ways to group your different assessments that you may have for student growth. Then you go to the rubrics tab. Click on Student Growth, the third tab from the left, and then click on Manage Student Growth Assessments. Keep in mind this 30% student growth rating weight in this case is what we're dealing with. Then you click on your content area. So you click on whichever content area you want. In this one, reading, we don't have anything defined, so we're going to click Add a New Assessment. And we'll call it 1, assess 1, details 50%, and we'll save. And then you'll notice a rules and an edit button appear as well as a delete button. The rules will allow you to input the less than, greater than, or range of values that place an individual in a particular student growth rating level for that assessment. So you can fill those out. And then you want this number at the top to add up to 100%. So you would click Add New Assessment. We'll call this one 2, assess 2, and we're going to put 50% on this one. So keep in mind this is 50% of the 30%. So each of these in this case would be worth 15%. You click Save, and the weight total will be 100%. Again, you can put in the rules for the second assessment, and that way it'll automatically suggest a rating for that particular assessment. So this is another step in the creating of the student growth assessments and process within Evaluwise in order to include those in your final ratings. So you close out of there. So just to review student growth in general, first you go over and create your content areas, then you go to your rubric, student growth, you turn on student growth, calculated weighted average, do your weightings 70-30 here, professional practice to student growth. You add all your levels, you click on the level, it'll give you a decision rule here. That's going to be for averaging the student growth assessments. So average the score values of all your assessments. So if you have 2, what will give them an unsatisfactory for all of those combined. Once you have that done and you have your assessments all input and your percentages, then you're ready to use that on the final summative evaluation, which if we went in here and did a search on a particular individual, we can look at their summative and we'll see they have 50-50, so for a total of 30%, 15% each. The scores, first one, the class went from 85 to 90, okay, 5%, and then on the second one they used what percentage of class met the growth percentage. So if it's 70%, it went from 1 to 1.7, 70%, and that's going to give them X. It's a workaround for using that variation in a student growth assessment, and then it combines it and gives you your overall rating. So that's how student growth works in Evaluwise.